before we talk a little bit about that, I want to bring into the conversation someone who has been one of Dr. Rodriguez's past patients. Megan and her mother, Clarissa, join us. And Megan, you received this weight loss surgery, and just tell us in your own experience what it was like.
Well, having the surgery, I have to say, was probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Because pre-surgery, I was 310 pounds as a freshman in high school. So being able to have this opportunity, I was healthy, I was able to enjoy my senior prom, I was able to have a normal teenage life.
And did you learn through that process? Dr. Rodriguez talked about learning about the nutrition part, and so as that process evolves, clearly, just want to tell you, kudos to you.
Yeah.
Really,
So happy.
huge applause to you. Do you feel now like you're living life differently?
Yeah, totally. Like, before I was really, really depressed, and I had a lot of emotional issues that were just really weighing down on me a lot. And then after surgery, as I progressed and lost more and more weight, I was just able, it felt lighter. Like, not just my body, but just my emotions. I was a lot happier. Like, before surgery, I don't think I could have sat here and talked to you because I was just so inverted and didn't want to speak to anyone. Just the way I was living.
Well, clearly you're a great example of someone who has the maturity and did so well with this. Really quickly before we go, I just need to address this because, Chris, you and I were talking backstage. Dr. Rodriguez, I'd love for you to weigh in about how there are now individuals who have had bariatric surgery who over the long term are having some difficulties. Again, this gets back to nothing's a quick fix when it comes to obesity. I just want to address that because, you know, there are certainly people who say, well, okay, if a teen gets this done and they don't have the accompanying lifestyle changes, that it may all be for naught. I just want to throw that on the table before we close the conversation.
Sure, yeah, you bet. So like the Journal of American Medical Association, they published a study last year, and they took a huge group of individuals that went through the LSG surgery, the laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy. And they found that in the first year, they lost a significant amount of weight, but over the next 5 years, they slowly started to put significant amounts of weight back on. 50%, over 50% started to put the weight back on. And then so now, again, a lot of these behavioral therapists started stepping in and saying, wait a second, there's a difference here because it does change the body physically, but there's a difference between physical hunger and the emotional hunger. So now here comes behavioral therapy again because it's so important that going back to teens and adolescents, as they're making a huge life-altering decision like this, that they are going to be they're going to be looking down the road and saying, and understanding themselves, saying, can I identify physical hunger versus emotional hunger? Can I start to make that difference? How can I begin to really understand myself and my triggers so I can navigate around or through these moving forward? Because this is for the rest of my life. And
so now
again,
when
physical hunger, you can curb physical hunger. Emotional hunger, it will always be there.
It sounds
You can
like
never
this
eat
needs
enough.
to be put on that checklist of items that have to be addressed for any. I mean, we talked about you have to what you're eating, lifestyle changes, and exercising. But I guess this part of it too has to be a part of the equation, or it's not going to work.
Absolutely. It's going to require an extensive screening process and understanding of this individual, both psychologically and emotionally, before they're going to go ahead and do a life-altering surgery like this.
I understand what you're saying, but the same could be said of any procedure, say like heart bypass surgery. You know, if someone has had heart bypass surgery or a stent, if they go back to biscuits and gravy and their only exercise is their thumb on the remote control, what's going to happen? The same thing. So it is about behavioral changes. And when you do evaluate a lot of these behavioral changes, most folks have that background. And what I try to do with my program, and Megan will tell you that, is I try to simplify it for them. It's not a thing that they have to, sacrifice small animals and burn incense or anything like that. They can incorporate it into their life to where it's simple and easy. And it makes it a lot of fun because they can still enjoy food, and food and exercise become medicine for them.
Well, and at the end of the day, weight loss is such an individual experience. There's no such thing as one size fits all. The more tools that we have, the better off we'll all be. Certainly, Megan, in your case, we're just so happy. Thank you for sharing your story. Dr. Rodriguez, thank you for being with us. And Chris, same to you. All the work that all of you do with people out there, helping them live healthier lives, kudos. Thanks.